first act after finding the bodies in the shelter was to photograph an
Tom,
open
we're recording.
grave. Wait, what?
We're recording.
Yeah, no, we're doing our book reading, right?
No, no, it's our interview episode. We'll do that later.
So then why did you? I got this out for no reason. I've been reading for like 3 days.
Apologies to our guests for misusing the schedule. Welcome to Give Us the Launch Codes, everybody. Tom and Travis here, and here with us, good long time fan of the show, way before there ever was a show. Spencer, um, social worker and former drama student extraordinaire. Welcome, welcome to the show.
Welcome to Give Us That.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. Hi, guys.
And if you're watching the video version, you may recognize that background. Spencer is also Johnny's wife, so
I am.
that's
I
how
am.
we.
I actually have a bone to pick with you about that, Travis.
Oh,
I waited until we were
Ooh.
recording to really air out my beef. You said in Johnny's episode, you said I was hanging out with you and your wife. You didn't even say my name. You and I have
Ooh.
been friends for almost 20 years.
wait, yeah, it is true that we've known Spencer longer than we've known Johnny. I was just trying to keep it on tangent,
Johnny focus.
with Johnny Focus.
Yeah.
It was his episode.
It was his
Yeah.
episode, yes. Um,
Fair.
um,
Fair enough.
but what?
Here with
And I
an
don't.
interview,
Do,
though, right?
yeah, do you guys hear Tater Tot through the mic?
No.
He is. Wow. Okay,
I hear the
that's.
government listening in on this conversation, but yeah.
He's like, that sounds like Aunt Spencer.
Oh,
That's it. I'm pulling you up for the camera. I'm pulling you up
oh.
for the camera. All right.
Say happy Friday, Tatey. This is the
Yeah.
Friday episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy Friday,
Good.
Tatey.
Yeah, you remember Spencer. We had her over that
Yeah.
one time.
My cats are
Oh.
somewhere, but they're here
They're here. Cats are always here.
in spirit and just around because we're always fostering.
Oh,
Let's
that's
get you to
nice.
just get you to calm
Love it.
down. All right, well, let's see if he calms down. So you're okay. So you work, because this is the primary subject of the episode. You work in social services, correct?
I do. Yes. So I'm not a social worker. I got my bachelor's in child and adolescent development and I got my master's in early childhood education. So I'm not a social worker, but I do work in social services. I currently I'm not going to speak too specifically about like what exactly I do. But basically my work centers around connecting families, children and their families with local resources. So sometimes they're from like underserved, underrepresented, underfunded communities, and they just need a little extra support finding local resources, free or low cost resources, school, medical care. Sometimes they need diagnoses for things. So we help get them connected and get them resources through the school or through through that. So yeah, it's very broad. But yeah, people have a lot of needs. I mean, Tom, what it's like to have young children and just they have a lot of needs.
That's why a shot of bourbon always shuts them up.
I can't. I'm a mandated reporter, so I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
Come on,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
worked in the
Time you
90s.
have to be careful what you say here.
It worked in the
Um,
90s.
Yeah,
so,
perfect. Everything in the 50s, no notes, excellent. We
so,
should
so
go
you,
back.
so you would not say, you say it would be technically inaccurate to say that you're a social worker, but you do social work. Is
Yeah,
that
that's why I say I work in social services because
Okay.
social work, our friend from high school, Brooke, a social worker, she and I are very closely aligned in what we do in certain facets. But like what a social worker is licensed to do versus what I'm licensed to do, like I don't provide like mental health care and like therapy and things of that nature, but I can get them connected to people like Brooke. So
Mhm.
that's kind of where so I work for nonprofits and state and federally funded programs that excuse me, help yeah, get connected
So
people get
in a
connected.
way, it's like then more like you're the point person to like direct, just go here, you go here, you go here, so people aren't basically meandering through the internet and it takes longer for them to get what they need. It's just like, nope, go here, go here, go here, and
Yeah.
keep them
Yeah,
on
I
their side.
delegate. It's a lot of
Yeah,
delegation.
okay.
It's a lot of yeah, I'm the points guy. But yeah, I do a lot of because people don't know what they don't know, and having young children is already overwhelming. And then if one of them needs a diagnosis for this, and this one needs to go to school because you need to go back to work because paternal leave in this country sucks, and you have to find care for your 6-week-old baby because and your parents also need access to certain programs because
Right.
so it's helping, yeah, children and their families their support their families, whatever that may mean to them. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah,
So
love it
why this why did you choose this particular field?
because I love to be sad. um no, because no, there is a lot of like sadness in it. No, I think I have always been the person to want to like help if I can. I was very much raised to be that person, which is like shout out to my parents. But yeah, I think it's always been important to me to help where I can and like use my like privilege for good. I have led a very privileged life and was able to like go to good schools, and I think that's important. Not just going to good schools, but just in a lot of ways, I lived a very privileged life, and it's really important, I think, to like share that with people and in the best way that I can, not in like a white knight kind of like classist way, but in a way of like, hey, I have the skills to like help you, and I like was able to go to school to like assist you in finding these things, and like hopefully we can like also help people like go to school and get connected to the certain resources that I just had given to me as like a privileged like white kid, you know? So yeah, I mean, it's really just, but yeah, I was drawn to it. I always like I wanted to be a pediatrician when I was a kid. And then in high school, I was like, I want to go to medical school. What can I do to help people? So yeah, I was in early childhood education for a while, like in classrooms. And a lot of that was, home visiting and getting people connected to resources. So I stepped out of the classroom and kept doing that just in a different capacity. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of social work, because what thing that strikes me about how you describe your work so far is like um just actually like helping people and like you know pointing them to resources that can actually help them. Because when I think of social work, I think of two examples. It mostly like media portrayals is what I'm talking about here. The first example is, of course, Mr. Cobra Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch, who is just the CIA agent somehow turned into a social worker in Hawaii,
Incredible.
who still dresses like a Secret Service agent, um, who is like, and he's like depicted as, and I'm talking about the original, not that colonized live action bullshit that came out last year. No, he's like depicted as like an antagonist who means well, and he does come around in the end of the movie, but his original goal split the main family up and and which if you pay attention to the movie, there's actually some colonialism subtext there. Like the government is trying to split this indigenous family up. I mean, that's what the lullaby scene in the hammock is actually about. So that's one depiction of social work, and another depiction of social work that I think of in media. And this is not really all that specific. It's like in cop shows and in doctor shows. It's like the CPS employee
Mhm.
who the hero doctor or the hero cop calls in because they think that there's some child of interest involved, whether it's like a patient or witness to an investigation, and they think the child is being abused, and the CPS slash social worker person comes in, does their thing, and doesn't do and nothing comes out of it, and then the hero doctor slash cop is all pissed. Why aren't you doing your job? And the person's like, I've done my job. I can't find anything to take the child away from their home. um and then I don't know, maybe the cop like will then whisper to the alleged abusive parent, like, don't you lay a hand on the kid or I will come after you, and then that problem is solved in 45 minutes. uh but they both depictions I just listed there to me strike me as negative. One in which like taking a child out of an abusive situation or a bad family situation is seen as a bad thing, and the other where it's actually seen as a good thing. um, I, I'm I'm curious what you make of that, and just sort of like, is that a very like reductive sort of public perception of what social work is essentially?
Yeah, no, so obviously, yeah, those depictions are rife in media. I'm actually watching House right now, and I
Oh
literally
boy.
yesterday watched an episode where, spoiler alert for a show that came out 20 years ago, um, the the kid, he was like lying about being 18. He was looking after his mom with schizophrenia, and it turns out House, because he's like a brilliant doctor, found out that he's actually 15. And then social services gets called, and the kid thought that House did it, but it turned out the mom did it in a moment of lucidity. I actually think it's really well done for the early 2000s. House, just in general, pretty great. But obviously you can't, like, it's not aged well in other capacities. But yeah, I mean, definitely social work and the idea like, well, you just come around to take kids out of their homes. I think it absolutely is reductive, because in real life, it takes so many reports, so many calls. A lot of times it's almost like, that like policy that corporations have about stealing. They'll let you get away with like X amount until it becomes a felony, and then they'll get you for it.
Wait for the
It's
dollar
almost
amount to
like,
hit. Yeah.
sorry, what?
They wait for the dollar amount to hit, and
Yeah,
that
like $10,000 or whatever until it's a felony. I don't know. Ask Johnny. He's the paralegal. Um, uh, but yeah, I mean, so it is a lot of times like that. So when a child is like taken from the home, if they need to be removed from the home, a lot of times it's because there have been many instances of abuse, many calls, many attempts at intervention, and maybe there has been reunification in the past. I mean, in my experience, a lot of times these things don't happen fast enough, but also the idea of abuse and child abuse has changed over the years. I think even like looking back at like House, right? Or the joke you made, Tom, which was not really a joke about I mean, of course, with your sons, it is fingers crossed. But back then, like children did get given bourbon, and a lot of people in our generation were spanked, of course. And you have to like look at that in like the modern lens too, of like, okay, what exactly constitutes abuse like nowadays, and then there's like cultural factors as well. So yeah, but to answer the original question, I think yeah, there had, especially in media and like societally, there was like a yeah, like you said, reductive view of social work and like the government coming in. But like in Lilo and Stitch, like you said, it was an allegory for colonialism. So I'm not going to say that was like completely wrong. I think Nani was holding it down. She was doing great,
Yeah.
She was 19. So I mean, there is a yeah, yes and no, but it also depends on people's individual experiences, of course, and I don't really trust the government to do a lot. So of course things fall through the cracks and people make mistakes, and so yeah, really, yeah, that would be my answer. Yes, I think it's ultimately reductive, but also there's nuance like with everything because I'm not a black and white person.
it's almost like there really is not enough. You can't find the right amount of strikes per se, for lack of a better term, to intervene. It could be you just need one. It could be yeah, maybe it needs five. Like because every case in family household is that different. Where it's like, hey, you just have to really read the case because that will tell you if needed or not.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people who like their parents beat them like
Yeah.
when they like spilled a glass of milk, right? And then generational trauma, as we know, is a very real thing. And then that happens, their kid spills a glass of milk, they might do the same thing to their kids. And I'm not saying that's okay by any stretch of the imagination. It wasn't okay what happened to them. It's not okay what they're doing, but it takes education because as we know, like child development and parenting classes are not required before you have a kid. It's like dumb easy to make a human sometimes.
Yes.
Like, like ignoring fertility issues and all of that. Like, it's like stupid easy to make a person. And then, like, you just have this thing. And then, so of course, if you were hit, you might hit your kid too. And then they tell the teacher calls CPS, and CPS says, I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to give the parent some resources, and maybe it never happens again. But maybe it keeps happening and gets worse and worse and worse. And then
Hmm.
it's safer. But reunification is always the goal. You always want to keep their kid where they're most safe and comfortable. And yeah.
No, no, I get what you mean because I sprained my arm when I was like, I think 4, and they took me to the doctors, and the doctor was like, "Okay, hey, what happened, mom?" Because my dad was at work. My dad just happened to have to go to work at the same time it happened. So it's like, what you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
And my mom told him like, "Oh, this is what happened," and he's like, "Wait, say that again, ma'am." He's like, "Oh, him and his dad were wrestling," and it's like, "Were they wrestling?" It's like, "No, no, no, no. Trust me, this little one just
Oh
wouldn't
my
stop. I
Yeah.
swear, it wasn't my husband." He didn't throw the kid across the room. My son just didn't hear the word, all right, time enough now. And my kid just kept jumping.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, every case is different.
Sure.
Mhm.
But then that doctor has probably seen
Yeah, that's
so
why.
much shit.
That's
And
why it
not
happens once.
yeah, not negating I mean, in your case, that was like a truly mistaken case
But
of
that's what I meant. It's like,
yeah,
that's why it takes just a couple of questions.
yeah,
It's like, what happened? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, at least I heard the story. Now it's like, okay, is it this or this now? Because the
yeah,
doctor was ready to take the steps.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know about like shaken baby syndrome, right? Like sometimes people just get so frustrated and then they shake their child and it's a horrible thing and you wish it didn't happen and you can understand how someone may have gotten there. So that's a lot of working in social services too, is like helping family systems, right? Because again, generational trauma and what might have happened to somebody or somebody, or they have a trigger or they have they maybe have one too many out celebrating with friends and that triggers some. I mean, it could just be really anything and that can trigger something. And anyway, it's just a lot about like educating family systems and letting them know what their limits are and what their triggers are and what their past traumas may be and kind of help kind of heal the future. Man.
Now, and also I've realized most of these like situations that we were talking about, they all involve children. Um, but can are there ways in which social services like can apply like to not like not children? Would it also I guess it would be like elderly care
Of
maybe
course.
or okay.
Absolutely. I mean, there's adult protective services too. Like, for example, Tom, you may not know this. Travis, you do. My dad has Alzheimer's. And
Mhm.
elder abuse, of course. I mean, it's been made the butt. Like, think of that Happy Gilmore, that movie. Like, there's a whole bit where like Ben Stiller's character is like abusing the grandma in the elderly home or
I
the
haven't seen
senior
it
living
in a
Mhm.
while.
facility. I mean, elder abuse is absolutely a real thing, especially if you have a disability or maybe you were born developmentally disabled and you're raised in a group home. And again, the same things can happen. People can get frustrated. People can do XYZ. A trigger happens. They, experience something that they didn't know was a trigger, XYZ. Absolutely, it can happen. Really, any like vulnerable population, children, the disabled, or otherwise handicapped, however they may identify, uh, elderly folks. That's why I don't know if your wife experienced this, Tom. Pregnancy is considered like a vulnerable condition, and when someone gives birth, the partner when they have the person alone in the room, if they have a partner, they will ask, "Is everything safe at home?
Yeah.
Are you being?" Yeah, exactly. I mean,
You get questioned before you get you'll get a series of questions before you get fully discharged as a couple.
Yes, exactly. And that's social work right there. That's it in action, in motion. I mean, that can be an otherwise uh healthy, quote unquote, neurotypical adult woman who is just in a vulnerable situation because she's pregnant. And, having a new baby is so stressful and nobody's sleeping. And yeah, all of these things, any sort of little trigger, I mean, they can really set it off if you have other traumas or
Yeah,
anything.
no, yeah. No, oh
Yeah,
yeah. Hmm.
yeah. But you were a top-notch dad. So
I was hilarious. The nurses loved me because
I bet.
okay, you're gonna laugh so hard. Like, what was it? Because okay, the second pregnancy was actually like really tough, and we went
Mm.
a lot of times for a lot of checkups and a couple of like, oh shit, get in there real quick. Everything was fine, but while they're checking her out, obviously they always have her, hey, spread eagle, we're gonna go in and check you with the little duck tool. What's it called?
The speculum.
Speculum.
So while they're doing that, the way the room's set up, I happen just to be facing straight right down the alley. And I was like, and there's two nurses there and a doctor, and they're getting ready to check her gloves, cleaning, like getting all cleaned up. And I just look over and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, haven't seen you in a while." And they just froze and they just looked at me. I'm like, "I haven't seen my best friend in like a couple months. Come on." So it's just you got to break the ice.
That's
You
so
would do that,
funny.
Tom.
I would, yeah. And then I
Uh,
guess word kind of got out because that social worker who was talking to us like this, by the way, you have to wait a few, weeks and so before you guys get fun. I'm like this. There's other ways to have fun.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Good
God.
guy, Tom.
She's like, oh my God.
They're
I'm like,
like, this guy, this guy.
huh? It gets boring in a hospital. I'll say that. Like, yeah, this is a serious situation. There is possible death, but it gets boring waiting, so you gotta be funny.
When it's not happening to you, you're like,
She was laughing. I'll
what
say
am
that
I
one
gonna do?
was laughing.
do you ever think that someone needs to call Adult Protective Services on behalf of our current president?
Yes. Are you
like,
kidding?
like, like
Mitch
I'm being
McConnell too.
yeah. Like, not saying he's the perpetrator of abuse. I'm saying well, I mean, he can't,
Well,
I mean, he is, but I also think he's a victim of abuse too. I think there's a lot of people in his inner circle who are like, now, Donald, you're gonna do this.
yeah.
We're gonna make you do this, and
Oh,
your brain is too fried to say no.
You could say that though about a lot of then people who hold positions of power
yes.
over a certain age because you're not actually in charge. There are pressures from inside and outside the circle. Like really, no, with that
Definitely,
logic, you actually made me think. With that logic, you could say that about a lot of older people in political power. When you're pressured as an older person, you're pressured. I mean, heck, hey, look at Mitch McConnell. I
Yeah.
guarantee you, he wasn't fully in charge.
oh God, I was just thinking there's this interview with Jim Clyburn, elderly congressman dude, way too old to be in Congress, but he's like the senior member of the Congressional Black Caucus and he's from South Carolina. He was being interviewed by Vox and he said that like, "Oh, I just heard of this AI stuff a week ago." Even though he's on record for voting for like pro AI legislation throughout the or just AI related legislation throughout the past few years, and he said he only heard of ChatGPT like a week prior to him being interviewed. This was like a
Oh,
couple of
damn.
weeks ago,
Yeah,
and then the interviewer asked him like, well, like how he was trying to be really nice, but he's basically like, how can we trust that you're like not out of touch of this stuff? And he's like, well, I have a great staff.
As
And
sure
they
as I am that Dwight D. Eisenhower is president, I am sure I
yeah.
can.
I'm like, I just want to be like, do you even read the newspaper anymore, dude? Or do you just have like consultants up the wazoo telling you what's what, and you don't even like read things
It's like the
anymore?
royal family. Like all of them. Have you seen Charles?
How
Any of
how old
them?
is he? Is he like 70, 80? Didn't he have like a bout with cancer or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did, and Catherine did. I mean, they're all inbred. Look, Johnny's not a royalist, so this is okay. I can speak freely. Um,
Yeah.
neither are my in-laws or anyone I know, so it's okay. Yeah, no, I think they're all just being
Yeah.
held up by string, you know?
Well, it's like in that one episode of The
Fine.
Crown when Elizabeth's mother said, "We're just marionettes at this point.
Yeah.
We have no real power."
So true. That's why they all hated Diana, girl, because she was real. She cut those strings. Or die. May she rest in
Uh,
peace. But yeah, um, back to the speaking of adult protective services, somebody should have fucking called the English equivalent on goddamn Charles for abusing Diana. There, I said it.
Yeah. Actually, no, it makes me think more about it. If you ever see that movie Lincoln, the really old guy who was pressuring Lincoln, but he had to take like this midnight 50-mile carriage ride in the cold. It's like, why are you sending him? Like, he's like 85,
He's a
90,
million years old.
and he has to take a midnight 50-mile carriage ride. And I'm like, he could have sent someone else. That seems. Remember what his daughter said? Make sure he drinks the whole bottle. It's like, I know, but like you bring that up, Travis, it's a good idea. When you think about it, it's like, yeah, it makes you really rethink the political structure now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think that anyone this is going on the internet for a long time, and so I don't know if I should get too political, because this is also talking about what I do for work. But you know what? Fuck it.
Eh,
I
Do
don't
what
think
you're
anyone
comfortable with.
yeah, no. I don't think anyone should call on behalf of Trump because whatever they're doing, they're keeping him alive at least. I don't think he's being abused. I think he's just an abuser. So someone should call APS, but not for him, for what he's doing to other people, because every speech that guy is just,
I just think about like how we seem to have been like we seem to have stopped like starting to heal things with us in Iran, and then JD Vance actually takes off to try to see that through, and then in step Lindsey Graham, rest in piss, for a
Miss
4 hour
Lindsay.
meeting with the president,
Yeah.
and then suddenly the president's like, "I'm gonna bomb all of you again," and poor Vice President Vance. I shouldn't say that about him. He's also a prick. But, poor JD Vance. He's at the convention and there's live cameras on him. And then all the Iranian diplomats are like, actually, we gotta go. And he's like, what? Wait, what's
What?
going on? What did my boss do?
Oh no.
What?
Don,
Who got to
Donald.
him?
Oh, I hope they had a couch for him to take his frustrations out on.
Uh,
Okay,
on Air Force Two, certainly.
yeah. Let's loop back. This is incredible. I'm having so much fun already.
good.
I'm so amped because that's just generally how I am, but also I've been drinking green tea all the goddamn day.
Is that
We just
caffeinated?
watched Hot Rod.
Oh, Hot Rod. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really amped and I feel like I'm gonna listen back to this and be like, damn girl, like slow down.
It's a good we got you like hyped up because like the next question I was gonna ask is like how emotionally difficult is your job? Uh,
Yeah, I wasn't joking earlier when you were like, "Why'd you get into this career?" And I'm like, "Cause I like to be sad." It is very emotionally. I think that is another reason why I got into it. I've never liked to make things easy for myself. I think as alongside my privilege, I spent a lot of time talking about my privilege before, and like that, I don't want it to sound like I'm like bragging, but really,
mhm.
like when you have the temperament that I do, which is I would rather make myself uncomfortable in order to make someone else comfortable. That's like why we foster cats. That's why I work in social services. Like, I don't really care as much about me. I care about helping other people. I mean, that's just the crux of it. So it's worth being uncomfortable and being sad. I mean, I'm in therapy, which helps. We do a lot of trainings on, self-care. Hashtag self-care is so important. I do yoga. And I process a lot of things. I talk to my coworkers and what as much as is appropriate with HIPAA and otherwise, about what's going on. And because yeah, it is very. I mean, caregiver burnout and burnout in this role is really big. It's a really
Mhm.
big thing. That's why a lot of people leave teaching. They leave social work because it's draining. You take stuff home with you, um, and yeah. So it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I have the temperament for that because I don't shy away when things are hard.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to get into your line of work for that self-care advice?
Get a therapist. um, Work with a social worker. Social workers can be therapists, so finding a therapist that has experience within your field can be really helpful. Support groups. My form of self-care is baking and doing yoga and going on walks. Someone else's form may be working out. I'm allergic to that. So, cooking or reading or whatever it means to like take care of yourself, because you can't take care of others unless you've taken care of yourself. And that is so hard to remember for people. I mean, parents too, like people who look after family members, people
Yeah.
who look after another being. Like you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. Um, so that's the advice I would give. Maybe go out for a little drink every so now and again, have a little, go on some dates, have some fun, like enjoy your life, because it's really easy to get caught up in living your life for other people and forget to live your life for yourself sometimes. So travel, get the hell out of here, take some PTO,
Yeah.
rest up. But yeah, mine is yoga, baking, traveling, hanging out, vibing, drinking
What
green tea.
I know you're bound by like privacy laws and all of that. I just wondered if it is any way possible, like is there like like a an anecdote that you have of like where thing where I guess you could say it was very testing for you.
Yeah, I mean that's just every day in my work. Yeah, I mean there are people who have been through things you can't even imagine, and then they have to get up and like go to work and take care of their four kids, and they have to figure out how to get, you know, child A to school, and child B to their doctor's appointments, and child C to therapy, and child D to uh, school as well. And then they're dealing with their own shit, and then
Right.
they often, because they haven't been given the skills to deal with it, then they take it out on us, which again totally understandable, because they're frustrated that something didn't is taking a long time to come through that got filed a month ago, right?
Hmm.
And then I'm I get yelled at, and that's totally understandable, because when you think about all the stuff they're going through, yeah, I'd probably get a little annoyed too. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just every day.
Would you say then
Dealing with the people.
the real antidote is basically that this occupation is a marathon? And
But I love it. That's the thing, is like I can't imagine doing anything else. I can't imagine not being there for children and their families. Like, why would I not do that? It's like sucks so much of the time, and then it's wonderful so much of the time. And like that, like those times when it's wonderful, you're like, I only want to do this ever.
that's nice.
And then you get yelled at 10 minutes later and you're like, fuck. But yeah. But no, it's you just have to be again a certain kind of person. Kill him with kindness kind of. I understand why you're upset. Let's see if I can get you some resources, and you put them on hold, and then you turn around and you talk to your coworker and be like, "It's them again. Um, it's happening again." And that's okay. And then you get back on the phone and you're like, "I got A, B, and C for you," And it just be like that sometimes.
When you're told you're on hold, it's not actually a real on hold. It's just for them to turn around and be like this. Hey, guess who came back?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
that's what's really happening. Hey, same thing at my job. When I say I'm on hold, it's literally just to be like this.
yeah.
All right.
Customer
For
service
those you
is
can't
social
see,
work.
he just leaned his head back
You just
and
lean your head back, or you turn to the other person and be like this. Okay, you owe me $5 because what
Yeah.
happened?
But then also, like, because we're bound by privacy, I can't actually give them too much information. I can just be like, it's that family again, and
Yeah,
they need
that's all you
things,
say. But your
and
coworker,
that's okay.
that's all your
You know?
coworker need because they know. Everyone knows when they say like it's them again. It's like yes, they're back.
But like I totally don't blame them, because like yeah, if you like have your own shit, you've been through like you were, drug addicted and homeless 5 years ago, and now you have four kids, and you haven't process your shit and you're used to having to like kick and scream to get what you need from the government, like of course you would yell at the lady who is the president of the Kick and Stream Foundation. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like why are you making me kick and scream, lady president? And I'm like, I get it. I can, and then you have to gently remind them that you are, of course, at the mercy of bureaucracy, and it all gets a little better. But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yay for red tape.
yeah. Lot of anecdotes though, many anecdotes, but yeah, it's I have a lot of great stories too. You know,
Hey,
it's worth it. And you see them grow up and you see like yeah, especially working with like with kids and you
Mhm.
get to see them grow up and they change so much and you're like, yeah, great. Awesome. And you see they have another kid and they do it differently and as the eldest sibling, I can really relate. No, just kidding. But yeah, anyway. Back to
have you ever encountered anyone that that have attempted to like exploit or abuse the services that you provide? And what exactly does that look like? Are we talking
If you
like
consent.
scams or just like I don't know?
I'll tell you, but I'll
Uh,
have to kill you. No, yeah, of course. I mean, again, like I said about kicking and screaming, like, okay, imagine this. You make X amount of money a year and you work X amount of hours to be able to get you insurance, but it's really shitty insurance and your copays are crazy high and um it takes so much out of your paycheck so you don't get that much a month anyway. So you can do that or you could get government insurance that is paid and you just have to maybe not say how much you make, but that means your kids can get covered and go to better doctors and you can keep more of your paycheck and you can put food on the table and you can afford to get put a like of course that happens. And
mhm.
so,
Yeah.
doesn't everybody lie to get what they want? Wouldn't everybody do whatever they could to protect themselves and their families?
Yeah.
Is
It's
that
human
kind of like
nature.
a is that like a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing from your
It's
position?
a whatever information you give me, I'm going to put down. And
Hmm.
if you tell me something that I'm supposed to tell somebody else, I'm going to have to do that,
Hmm.
but I don't know what I don't know. And so obviously I'm not going to sit here and be like, I think welfare fraud is good. I think that we should all be doing it. Um, but if, a couple $1,000s on a piece of paper is the difference between you getting insurance you don't have to pay for and getting Cal Fresh so your kids can get healthy meals when they're not in school, yeah, that's the way our system is set up and it fucking sucks. And so people have to do it. If you didn't want people to commit welfare fraud, set up your system better. I said it.
No, no,
You know,
it's the equivalent of waiters and waitresses with their taxes and their tips. It's like it's been since the dawn of time. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, no one tells you exactly how many tips they make a year. That's
no,
BS. Who does that?
no. Tip them
yeah.
in cash so they can pocket it. But if you learn anything from Auntie Spencer today, kids, it's if you're going out to eat, tip in cash.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I always try to, and then I always get disappointed if I don't have like the enough cash in my wallet. I'm
Yeah.
like, ah
You're like,
shit for
here's $2. Can I Venmo you?
no, well I'll just like if I'm in that position, I just put down like the amount in cash and charge it to my card. I
Oh,
wish
there
I
you go.
didn't wouldn't have to do that, but it's like
Yeah.
if I could do it in cash, obviously I would.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to Ireland again soon, and
How exciting!
and they don't do tips over there
Yeah.
because they actually pay their waiters a living wage.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
most of Europe doesn't do tips. Like even Italy, like their waiters and waitresses, yeah, like a lot.
Yeah. Germany, same thing. I remember when I was there for the first time. And they had told me, like, you don't tip, it's considered rude. They're made a good amount of money. And I was like 16. I was like, that's crazy. I feel so weird not tipping. I have a funny story. So when Johnny's parents, shout out Roger and Belinda, Belinda and Roger, sorry. I should I always try to put the lady first. Shouts out to my wonderful in-laws. When they came to visit, Roger was like, "What's the going rate for tips these days?" Because he wanted to make sure he did it right. And I was like, "Yeah, 20%." And he's like, "All right." It was great.
Good to know.
He was
Yeah,
a trooper about it.
good for him. Yeah, and
Love them.
wish they didn't have to do that. Uh, I guess okay. You brought up because this is something I just thought of. Like, I get you. What would you want to improve about your work? Let me rephrase that. About I guess your field, your industry, because you brought up like how there are problems with the way things are set up where people can exploit it, but also it's probably because they're desperate. And it's like, why would you, why would you put people in a position to where they feel like they have to give misleading information in order to like stay afloat? And so I just thought of like, what have you seen from that where you feel like where you feel like if you could change very specific things, you could
Yeah.
change, and like how would you change them?
I wish that my field didn't exist. If I could change everything about it, it would
That's
be that it wouldn't have to exist. It would be that everybody got everything that they needed and we all held hands and sang kumbaya and there was no war. But like, I mean, I really I would change a lot of things, of course. I would change systemic things. I would change um, the trainings that are given or not given. I have a lot of opinions on things. But of course, I think, and it goes by state basis. Like, for example, like I know a lot about England. They do a lot of things are nationally, like the NHS, right?
Yeah.
So it's everything's on like a national level, right? But here in the States, things vary a state by state basis.
Yeah. Aren't there
So
police like nationalized? Like it's not per municipality. The police is like a national
Scotland Yard, yeah, there's like different that I don't know. I don't really think about cops. I try not to. So I don't know very much about that. That's a great question, and I don't want to look like an idiot, so I'm not gonna answer. I
Okay, all
don't
right.
know. But I do. There are like the education system is nationalized. Imagine trying that here, mental. But I mean, there are certain things that are just it's a done thing, and like people like it, and you don't mess with it because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And of course, people have commentary on how it can be better and blah 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 blah. But people are generally happy to pay their taxes because it goes to like social services and it goes to like funding education and it makes it so that you can be from like Harrogate, right, which is like a really posh area of London, right, and go to a public school, and you can be from a podunk, you know, chavvy ass place, and you're getting the same education when you go to a public school, and that doesn't happen here.
They're all
no.
wearing uniforms, so
Yeah, you look the same, but and there are certain nationalized things that I think, I mean, realistically couldn't work here for lots of reasons, but I would like it to. I would like to not have everything vary state by state because here in California we have a lot of supports for people you don't get in insert state name here, you don't get in other places, right? And there's still lots that's broken with it, like how long it takes to get services, right? How overwhelmed because of funding cuts people are, so it actually leads to people getting less coverage or because of funding cuts, but also the time it takes to get these services. I mean, yeah, I would change a lot of things. It would be quicker to ask me what I wouldn't change.
what you wouldn't
um,
change.
what
Okay.
I wouldn't change is the passion that everybody, I would say most people have to
Awesome.
be in this and to try to fix it. But I don't think you're going to meet a lot of government workers who are like, government is perfect, no notes, you know?
A plus.
Well,
Perfect.
on the matter of government, then I would ask, how does your career affect how you vote? Like, are there certain things you look for in like candidate platforms.
Eh,
Well, okay, she's
hey,
gesturing to
right.
her pride flag.
I have
This
pronouns down here.
You know what's
dude.
funny? Spencer, you know what's funny? When we did the recording with your husband, and I saw the flag, and he was asking, "Hey, is that okay?" In my head, I'm like this. What's a Star Trek flag, right? Like, I just literally thought, like, that's from Star Trek. Why would that be wrong? Like, Star Trek's great. And then
Shows
I'm
where
like,
Tom has been as of late.
I literally was like this. God, am I that far behind on Star Trek? I can't remember.
Thomas
Flag.
like, there's no gay, there's only Star Trek.
Yeah, literally. That's what I was thinking. I was like, why is it like,
The automated
oh,
gay space communist futures of Star
Yeah.
Trek.
I think to
uh,
answer your question, Travis, I think you would be hard pressed to find like a hard MAGA conservative working in what I do. I'm not saying it doesn't
hmm.
exist. I'm saying that I think it goes hand in hand. I was raised to be a progressive. I can't remember a time where I wasn't politically left leaning. And yeah, I think that absolutely it went hand in hand. What I do helps inform that, and how I vote helps inform what I do, kind of things. Like, yeah, I mean, what you do what I do, and then you, of course, want to vote for candidates who want to make it better for the people that you serve. And that just happens to be progressive candidates
Like
most of the time.
if a can, that's fair. Like let's say like, there's a candidate who had a very specific thing in their platform, like I'm gonna make social services better this way. That would get you to go, ooh, I
It would
want to
pique
check
my
this guy
interest.
out. What?
It would
But
pique my
like,
interest.
what would that be? What would that thing be for you? Like
Probably, I mean, you know, funding, you know,
funding?
more funding so that, yeah, I think that's a big thing. A lot of, I mean, like the whole throw money at the problem thing is unfortunately real. Money gets you into a lot of things and out of a lot of things. And I feel like, yeah, if a candidate was like, I'm going to put more funding towards social services, I'd be like, I'm interested. I would want to see their track record of actually following through on what they say.
of course.
Of course.
Because politicians never lie. Um,
Never.
but yeah, yeah, that would definitely pique my interest. If you're going to put more money towards, you know, funding, yeah, social services to help whoever might need them, um, I would love that, and I would want to see them obviously following through on that. And if they weren't, I would probably send an email or two. Call your representatives, folks. Hold them accountable. But yeah,
Make me email you. Don't make me.
don't make me email you. I will turn this country around. I swear to God. Yeah. But yeah, totally. Someone who, a candidate who was like, I've been there and I see how it sucks and I want to make it better. Awesome. Even a candidate who was like, I haven't been there and I want to make it better. That's great too. You know?
What
Okay.
is what is one thing, if there's one thing that you wish everyone else, we'll say like everyone in America, like one thing you wish everyone knew about your work, what would that be?
That, yeah, kind of what I said earlier, that the less taking away of children we have to do, the better. We don't want to do that. We don't want that to be the outcome. Foster homes are overrun and also need work to help. There are not enough foster families who want to take it on for lots of reasons. Like, we want that to be the last course of action. We want to help you. Also, don't if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. And that sounds so cliche, but sometimes people, it's they're too proud, they don't want to admit that something is wrong. They think that if they ask for help, they will just get their kids taken away anyway, or they will be put out, or their landlord will find out, or whatever. But there's no shame in asking for help, and sometimes asking for help is the exact thing that gets it. Wait, let me. How am I trying to say? What am I trying? um,
You're going good.
thanks.
He is
See, I get
getting
so
there.
passionate. Sometimes doing like the hard thing, asking for help, is going to make a lot less hard things happen. And yeah, but it can be really hard again because of this, like, societal or what has been seen in movies about like, oh, if you ask for help, they're gonna come in and a scary lady in black really pencil skirt is gonna come take your kids away because you said you couldn't feed them. I really hope that eventually people can start
That's
knowing
normal.
that that's not what we're trying to do. So we want to help. We want to get
Interesting.
you everything to be successful. So
And don't fear the pencil skirt. It's a great fashion compliment, you know?
it's fucking coming back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
well,
every social worker looks like that chick from Hogwarts in all pink.
I was thinking the secretary. Oh, I should. I the was she a secretary from Mojo? Was it Mojo Jojo's secretary where you could
Oh,
only
no, no,
see
no.
like
The professor's secretary, Miss
that?
Bellman.
Okay,
Miss
okay.
Bellman.
You could
Yeah.
only see, and she was rocking that red pencil skirt. Thank you, Lord.
I literally watching that growing up as a kid, I'm like this. Yep, toys are boring now.
Cartoons.
Yeah, I don't think people realize what Cartoon Network did to all of us.
not
Yeah.
me. I watched PBS, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I think her name was like it was like Miss Anthropy or something
Miss
like
Bellum.
that. What?
Miss Bellum.
Oh, who am I thinking of? There was like I'm thinking of like somebody else in the show. It was like Miss, and then it's like Miss Andry or something
Thinking of the
like that.
teacher or the one that was hitting on the professor who turned out to be Sedusa?
Oh, again, I'm sitting here
Yes,
making
Travis,
myself.
by the way, there is a TV show with a villain called Sedusa for kids. Not a
Um,
joke either.
but yeah, no, I don't know. I'm sitting here and everyone's like yelling at the recording, like Spencer, you idiot!
You
Stop
know who
looking
it
up
is?
Powerpuff Girls.
I missed that show.
It's okay. I don't know what show you're talking
I
about.
know, you're just like this. What in the hell's going
You haven't even name dropped the title, and I'm just like,
Powerpuff
whatever.
Girls.
on?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know Powerpuff Girls.
Oh my God, a classic.
I
Basically,
know.
this. Okay, no
I
more
never
social
watched
work
it
talk.
though.
No more
Only
social talk.
Powerpuff.
It's all Powerpuff Girls, Travis. We're taking you down the rabbit hole. I saw the movie in theaters. It was amazing.
Me too. Oh my God,
Yeah. You
incredible.
know what was funny, Spencer? There
What?
was only one girl in that whole audience of 400. It was a girl and her dad. It was all boys and their dads.
I
That's
don't
how.
like that.
Hey, it was awesome because at first I'm like this. Is there gonna be a lot of girls here? No, it wouldn't be. And I'm like this. Okay, so a lot of us like 10-year-old boys are watching this shit, and we were all
Is it?
partying.
Is
Maybe
this
I
like?
do like that. Maybe it's empowering. Maybe it's weird. I don't know. I'm not gonna think too much about it.
Is this the precursor to brony culture?
Maybe.
Ooh, I think you just
No, Powerpuff Girls, incredible. Basically, it's this professor who
Okay,
like longs
you're
for
giving me the
longs for love.
synopsis.
yes,
Yes, he longs
yes.
for
He's a
love in
single
his
dad.
life. So he creates three little girls in a lab to be his daughters, and they have
Yeah,
superpowers, and they like save the world. But
yeah.
they're just regular girls. They go to
Travis, he
school.
wanted kids. He just wanted kids, and he just
Yeah,
Hmm.
couldn't get them on his own. So he made three little girls, sugar, spice, and everything nice.
yeah,
But unfortunately, the monkey got pushed his arm, and Chemical X went in, and now you got superheroes.
yeah. And the monkey is Mojo Jojo,
Mhm.
who becomes a villain.
Yeah, he's a good, well-written villain. I love Mojo Jojo.
Yeah.
I also like, hey, him is such an iconic villain.
Yes! Oh my God, androgynous icon. Maybe
Yeah,
that's who I was thinking of.
Maybe Travis, you have no idea how awesome it was every him episode. Like some of that stuff was surreal.
Travis is like, please stop. Please shut up. Let's get back
This is
to
not
it.
the episode we're talking about.
Incredible
Uh,
stuff.
Is it Colbert questionnaire time, Travis?
it is. It is. It is. I didn't want to telegraph it, but yeah, it is.
All right, are you ready for the speed round, Spencer?
I'm ready.
Okay. Number one. What is the best sandwich?
I feel like, you know what? Sometimes a PB&J just slaps.
Mm.
And it's like, the protein with the peanut butter, the and you can make them so many different ways. You can like grill that shit. You could use gourmet shit. You can just use Smuckers. Like
There's a barbecue place somewhere, I think in Kentucky, that smokes their peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Yeah,
incredible. A
imagine that.
PB&J just slaps. I mean, it's so versatile. gun to my head, that's my answer.
I like that. Number two, what is one thing you own that you really should throw out?
Okay, so
Oh God.
It's
everybody.
that flag because they came out with another one. I don't
Ah!
know.
Oh,
They're always updating it.
it's a progress pride flag. Don't you worry.
Oh, doing it.
I'm just
It's
saying they seem to update the pride flag like every 5 or 10 years.
as they should. As they should. Just add more colors.
Add all the colors. Get
Be
some
like that
puce in
shrimp that can
there.
see
Puce
like a
will mean
million
something.
colors. I have okay, all right. So I'm diagnosed with OCD. It can manifest in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it manifests as like liking to collect things. Um, and my what I have chosen to collect is jars. I have lots of little jars that live. When Johnny and I moved in together, he politely requested that I kind of tone it down a little bit and only keep as many as I could put on one shelf. So that shelf is really very strongly stacked right now. But yeah, I feel like jars are really useful, like glass jars. If we like have pickles or salsa or whatever, you rinse that sucker out. And because I like to reuse a lot of things, like go to like bulk stores and stuff. So it's a useful obsessive compulsive habit, I like to say. But yeah, like if you come to our place and you like are looking for lotion, I'm gonna give you something that used to have fig jam in it.
The figs are good for the pores.
Absolutely. But yeah, jars. So I don't think I really should throw them out because they are useful, but I probably have more than is useful to us right now.
You know what? That would be actually a great character in like a post-apocalyptic world. It's like I got jars and I made a lot of money off these
I
jars.
just have like a trench coat with, hey kid, want to
I
buy a
got
jar?
jars. And that's why I have all the clean water. I got
Yeah, yes. I actually have moon water in one of my
there you go.
jars.
There you go. Jars.
Jars.
All right, number three. What is the scariest animal?
Man,
There we go. Bambi's mom would agree.
human. Man.
Isn't that, I think that's like was it number 15, Travis? And like the most top villains in cinema history, it's man, right? Because of Bambi.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know what list you got that from, but that's very clever.
Yeah, no,
Um,
they did a list about like the top, greatest antagonists in cinema history. And
I'm
I remember the Jeopardy question. I think man is like 15 or 14, just man, because of Bambi.
See, I went to my mind went to the man versus the bear
I was just
in
gonna
the
bring that up.
forest question.
Yeah, would you rather be in a jungle with or like a forest with a man or a bear? Yeah,
Well, it's like, would you rather encounter
that's right.
like you're not with them, you just encounter one.
Remember that one internet? Have you guys seen that one internet picture where that lady did a maternity shoot in the snow with a bear? And it's like this. Wait, is the bear the dad? Because the way the bear's holding it. Hey, if you see the way the bear's holding this lady, it's like, damn, no wonder she's that big. Like she got pregnant.
She's having cubs.
Yes. She's like having like four cubs the way she is. It's like that bear is holding you.
Oh, that
So,
poor lady too is probably like, great. So I'm really pregnant and everyone's calling me super fat and saying I'm pregnant with cubs. Awesome.
and they're just telling me rub honey on it.
Horrible.
All right. Oh, this is a good one. Apples or oranges?
Oranges.
Really?
Oranges.
Why so? I'm curious.
Because 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 apples, okay, don't get me wrong. I like a good apple. I do. I feel like oranges are consistently better than apples. Like, you know, if you go to the
Oh,
grocery store and you grab a random apple and you grab a random orange, the orange is likely going to be better. And I will die on that hill. They can grow in the winter. Um,
That's true.
California is known for them. Orange juice I like better than apple juice. I think oranges, I love citrus. My favorite color is orange. I should probably mention that.
bias, a little bias, a little bias.
Oranges. You can make funny faces with the peels.
Yes, I've seen The Godfather. Yeah.
Yeah, oranges, 1,000%. And you can get them without seeds, and you can't do that with apples.
I like how you say it's consistency because I'm like, you know what, you're right. There's like multiple apple hybrids, but it's just orange. Like,
Yeah,
and people say this, well, there's oranges. I'm like, it tastes the same. I've had them. Like, it's
can't
the
beat the
same
classics.
fucking thing.
Cannot beat the classics. And citrus helps with scurvy. If you have scurvy, eating a fucking
Yes.
apple's not going to do anything. Maybe it will. I'm not a doctor.
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes, at Disneyland when I was a kid.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Who'd you
Yeah,
get?
you have the, you remember when we were kids and you'd
Yeah.
have the
Oh,
little
yeah. I
Disney?
remember this
Yeah,
one. Who'd you ask?
totally. Totally.
Who'd you
Absolutely, I
ask?
have. But also I like to ask people for their autograph when they're signing receipts because I'm whimsical in that way.
Ooh, I like that. Who was your favorite Disney character autograph?
Well, Belle was always my favorite Disney princess because we she was the one that looked like me, I guess, and I dressed up as her. Peter Pan, um,
Ooh.
because I love that little jumpsuit. Probably I'm really into Star Wars. So, oh, but Star Wars wasn't in Disney when I was a kid.
Just Star Tours.
Just Star Tours,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Hmm.
They didn't have the
Captain EO,
walking characters.
Yeah, there was
Captain
no
EO.
walking characters. You could talk to R2D2, but he never responded.
really aging myself here. Captain EO.
Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. What do you think happens when we die?
You know, I feel like it's like, so I'm not religious, so I don't personally think there's anything like you go to heaven. Maybe I'm not gonna like, maybe if someone has their own version of heaven, like they go there, that's great. Um, I feel like it's probably just like how it was before you were born, you know? You just kind of die and that's it. I I don't know. I don't have like a super well thought out answer to this, unfortunately. I think that's just kind of it. And
Your
so I
husband
think
definitely had a well thought out answer.
he
And
did.
somehow
I
your
know
answer
Johnny's
is less scary than his.
I know Johnny, he was like, you dissolve in water and then like you like yeah. But I think it's really beautiful to just, I believe that matter can well, I mean, it's not like I believe, but like, matter can neither be created nor destroyed, right? And I think that we are combinations of other people, whether that may be like they die and they go in the ground and then, they fertilize the food I eat, or their soul goes somewhere into the universe and that becomes part of me and is stardust. Like, I think that is really beautiful to think that we all just kind of become one in like the least creepy way. like, like, we want Ohio. Not like that. Like, um, but like, in like a way that we all just kind of like, it's really beautiful to me to think we all might be connected in that way. Like someone I like never met was Stardust and they became me is really beautiful, I think, you know? So yeah, I think it's okay that there might be nothing afterwards because I could be like cremated and like spread in someone's garden and then they eat Spencer tomatoes and then my soul goes into like a little baby, maybe. Why not?
Hmm.
Fuck it.
I love that. Okay.
I like to think a part of my of Dodger went inside Tater Tot. They
Yeah.
both have similar barking behaviors.
Yeah,
Uh,
why not? Like, and that can be so beautiful. Like, and maybe if that's not true, it's like you think that and that gives you comfort and that's great.
Mhm. Also, when I brought Tater Tot over to my parents' house, um, you'll I don't you've been to my parents' house before,
I
haven't
don't think
you?
I ever went.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll love this. There's a big orange tree in that backyard.
Nice.
And Dodger, my old dog, Dodger, he loved that orange tree. We didn't need a doghouse out there. That was like his resting place. Like it was a hot day, he'd dig a little patch for himself under the orange tree and just lay there. So much so that we buried his ashes out there. and
Oh.
Tater Tot loves to play under there when we bring
I'm
him.
getting misty-eyed. That's really sweet. Yeah, he senses it. I mean, dogs can smell like crazy well, and
Mhm.
who knows what's going on in that little walnut brain? They may be on a higher consciousness of thinking than we can even imagine. You know, we're here with our bills and our jobs, and like they're just like sitting under an orange tree. How great is that?
I do envy that. I do envy that a lot.
I envy my cats. I look at them and I'm like, nothing bad has ever happened to you, and you will only ever have good lives. I mean, like, fingers crossed, right? But like,
Hmm.
I look at like the kittens we foster and I'm like, it must be so nice to be you. You know what I mean? Like, damn. That's why I like to think when I think I have a mild belief in reincarnation, maybe. And I always say that I want to come back as someone's well taken care of house cat.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I've heard people say that. It must be
That's
nice. You look at some pets and you're like, it must be nice you can lick yourself in public. No one says a word.
wonderful. And like, I'm taken in by like some like, you know 20, 30 something couple with no kids who like give me kisses all the time, and like I'm talking about my cats, and like I go to the doctor regularly, and I don't have to have babies if I don't want to because someone made that happen, and I get like yummy food all the time, and sometimes I get pets. That sounds awesome. Hello? And I don't have to work, and I can lick myself. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, we wish we all didn't have to work and we can lick ourselves. Don't we all
Yeah.
That should be the title of this episode.
wish that? I don't want to work and I want to lick myself, damn it.
There's this really cute the series, I guess, on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's called like it's I don't it's like Cosmos something, but it's this like dad who makes videos with his daughter,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's always like, "Hey, Cosmo," but a lot of them have their cats in them,
Hmm.
and it's so great to see how they interact, and how he's like so patient with her, and instead of saying like "stop yelling," he goes, "Let's keep our voice down. Belle's enjoying her time in the sun." But there's one video where they talk about how cats clean themselves, and it makes me laugh. Her
I like
reactions.
how, because the way he animates it, sometimes the cats look, you can tell the cat's like this. I don't get paid enough.
Yeah, yeah, always keep their cats down. Yeah, so I knew I'd mentioned Cosmo today. Yeah, no, like picture like going back, sorry,
It
going
is.
back to what we talked about earlier, shows like Bluey and like that Cosmo show, and I feel like that's doing a lot for like parenting and like child development in a way that I really hope that like will help heal generations of parents as well. So maybe we'll like have less the need for social services involvement because of like the stuff that their kids and like parents are watching with their kids and stuff, because I feel like
they
it's getting a lot like better, which is
they can
cool.
repair the damage that Coco Melon has caused.
Yeah.
Peppa Pig. Yeah. That silly pig.
What is your favorite action movie?
Velocipaster.
Oh God, yep.
Have you seen it?
I've seen bits of it. I know a person at work who loves that.
I fucking love Velocipaster. It's so funny that like I can I would be here another 2 hours. Watch Velocipaster if you haven't seen it. My favorite action movie of all time, bar none.
I
Incredible.
love
This
that.
is the synopsis on Google. After losing his parents, a
Yep.
priest travels to China where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. Although he is horrified by the new power, a sex worker convinces him to use it to fight crime.
And she's amazing. There's a scene where she's going to medical school. That's why she works as a sex worker, because she's just trying to make money to go to med school. And she's like walking up to her pimp, whose name is Frankie Mermaid.
Yeah,
And his name is Frankie Mermaid because he's swimming in bitches.
I like the Ricky Murphy. It's a good one.
And then his parents die in a VFX car fire. It literally on the screen says VFX car fire. It's incredible.
Had a budget of $36,000.
Yes, and they
Just a
use
little bit more
every
than my car cost.
Pimps
you
and
guys.
movies have the best names. All pimps and movies.
Velocipaster, incredible.
Alrighty, Velocipaster. Okay, window or aisle?
Window or aisle? I would say aisle because I have long legs and I
Mhm.
have bad circulation, so
Me
I
too.
have to get up and walk around. I'm also just kind of an antsy gal. So I'd say aisle. Yeah, for sure. Window is nice to like see what's going on, but then people usually they want you to close the window because they
Not
want
if
to
you're taking
sleep.
a red eye.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, aisle.
Okay. Favorite smell.
Cats have smell amazing. If you've ever have had the pleasure to smell their little head, oh my God. Because like they, if they're like lying in the sun and they're just because they're self-cleaning as we all have we as we've established, and they just smell so good. Like it's something about cat fur, like because it's just pretty much always good. Yeah. Yeah. Smell a cat on the head and you'll know what I mean. Also, new baby smells pretty good too.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's fucking chef's kiss. But yeah, yeah, I would say I really like how my cat's fur smells. I'm not alone in this.
Least favorite smell.
Probably like cat shit.
Yeah.
The
Oh
other
God,
end of the
the
cat.
last time I was at your place, it was just like this is just right. That was like the kitties too. That was the
Oh
kittens.
my God, everyone's gonna think that my house smells like cat shit, Travis. Can you please be more specific? Do you mean when one of the cats used the litter box?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm assuming it was the kittens because that
Yeah.
explains why it was so strong.
They do because they come from outside and they just have a lot going on internally. They were eating that diarrhea lettuce, let me tell you. They were
Yeah.
they were no, yeah, they have a lot going on internally. So when they're really little like that, they have some strong smell. Yeah, I apologize for that. We have air purifiers and fans, and I promise, world, my apartment does not always smell like cat shit. Travis just happened to be sitting too close to a litter box, and for that I apologize.
Correct. Yes, I was.
What is your earliest memory?
I think it's gotta be when my mom was pregnant with my brother. I want to say because we were living in Illinois. I don't have any. Okay, so I was born in California and then we moved to Illinois for a little bit when I was 2. And I don't remember living in California the first time, but I want to say, yeah, when she was pregnant with my brother. And I have a memory. I have a memory like I don't remember her like being pregnant, but I remember we lived on a street where there was like a park at the end of the street and there was like a fair or something that went on. And I won a Powerpuff Girls. Oh my God, it's full
Yeah.
circle. It's full circle. Oh my God, this is crazy. I won, or probably my dad won for me, like a stuffy, like a Bubbles stuffy, and it started to rain as we were walking home. So he put it under his shirt to keep it because I was worried about getting wet. And I remember saying, "Now you look like mommy." But my mom was on bed rest for the last month of her pregnancy with my brother. So it was probably around then because my brother was born in late June. And I want to say that was probably like some sort of long weekend thing for Memorial Day
Oh,
because
chemical.
my aunt, I think, was visiting at the time too. And I just know that she visited a month before my brother was born. So I think she was at home with my mom, hanging out, and my dad took me out to the park.
Nice.
But I could be conflating multiple memories from that same weekend. But I think, and I would have been
Good.
3. So yeah.
That's nice. All right. Well, we know the answer to this question, but it's on there. Cats or dogs?
Imagine if I was like, dogs, no cats for sure. I like dogs. I like all animals. But I've always been a cat person. I've never had the pleasure of having a dog, maybe one day. But yeah, I'm a cat lady for
No.
sure.
You get one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it? Now, as you know, because you listened to the episode last week with your husband, the stipulation is it's not playing 24/7. It's whenever you choose to listen to music, it's going to be just this song.
Oh. Oh, by the way, to correct the record, Fox on the Run is by Sweet,
I know.
not
Yep.
Sticks.
Yep. I know. Yep. You texted me that. Yep.
I just had to embarrass you on live. No, just kidding. But you know,
Yeah.
probably it would be something by the Beatles for sure. My favorite band. Obla Di Obla Da.
Oh,
That's a
that's
fun
nice.
one.
That is a nice one.
Yeah,
It's a
it
fun
has a
one.
fun start, da, 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 and I just think that's fun, you know?
I like the version the Offspring sing.
The
But
Offspring did a version of
it's no, it's an interpolation. It's the my friend's got a
Oh,
girlfriend and
yes,
he
of
hates
course.
that bitch. You
Yes.
tell,
I didn't
I
even
won't
think
pay.
about
I won't
that.
pay. I'll wait. Now, why don't you get a job?
Yeah. Yes. I do love The Offspring too.
Offspring's great. Okay. You'll have to answer for both me and Travis here. Travis, you know what number? You know that it's the number time. You ready?
Oh yes. Oh right.
What number is
Okay.
Travis and I thinking of?
14.
Okay, well, I hate you, but okay.
Wait, is that what you were thinking, Tom?
Yeah, because it's the 14th question.
Yeah.
That's why I did it. And last time I do remember this from last time. I think that's what Johnny said too, or something. And I wanted it to be true. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he said something else. Actually, I was gonna say 42, the meaning of life, but 14 I thought was a better.
What was
Yeah.
yours, Travis?
Mine was 11.
Oh, wow,
Oh,
you were
cool.
close for both of us.
I like how nobody's ever like 1,000,000 and 500,002.
Point five.
0.5.
All right, and now the final question. In 5 words, describe the rest of your life.
Skate fast, eat ass, bitch. No,
No, that's good.
Is that
no,
your
just
answer? No.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No? You sure?
I like that.
yeah, why not?
I like that. That's a good shirt.
I think maybe I would just be like love, 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 love. If like I would be like for real hippie. But yeah, no. I like skate fast, eat ass, bitch.
Eat out more often.
Yeah, we did it.
No, that's only 4 words.
No, I was thinking of Rudy Ray Moore though.
I know, but that's only 4 words.
You just add bitch to the end, and then it's fine.
He did say bitch a lot.
He did.
He actually did say bitch a lot. That's what's funny. He actually did.
Wasn't it from wasn't it from Dolomite where he said the famous line, "Bitch, are you for real?"
A well-timed bitch is just so good. I try not to use the word to like describe women, like she was being a bitch, because like that's done. But like sometimes it's just really nice to be like, oh bitch, you know?
I like
Aaron
that.
Paul could say the word bitch really well.
Mr.
That
White.
He
I was
practiced-
I was in Albuquerque in November, and there was like a Breaking Bad like themed store,
Oh
and
wow.
but it was closed, and unfortunately, and it was like the sign on the door said like, "You missed us, bitch," or something like that, and it was like Aaron Paul. It was so
should have
good.
said our private domicile is closed.
Yeah.
And we will not be harassed.
Yeah, do not knock. I am the one who knocks, and we're closed.
And we're close. And we're closed. This was fun. Thank you for taking the time out, Spencer, to join.
Thank you for having me. This was a blast. I really hope I sound at least halfway cognizant when when the recording comes out. But thank you guys. It was a pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to see you.
Always great to see you.
Yeah, this was great. This was another fun. Give us the launch codes, everybody. You can find us on all the socials because we exist even on Grindr, as Travis says.
Skate fast, eat ass, bitch.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Well, I'm Tom.
I'm Travis, and you.
I've been Spencer.
Good evening and good night.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, Truman Show.